Hi, this is Bobweiss. I'm the host of Shakinyourworld. Cheers.
Welcome back again. We're pretty much my wheelhouse now. We're doing something from New Orleans. This is a real basic. It's a Creole rice. The flavors are so dynamic when flavoring is applied the right way. And what I mean by that is often people think about New Orleans, they think about Louisiana, they think about the South, they think about making it hot. That's not the reality. The reality is balance. You want good flavor profiles. Yeah, there's some heat here, but you want it to be flavorful and enjoyable and to excite your tongue, excite your palate, and to make you happy. If it's too hot, you're scorched. That makes no sense. You may as well have some oleo resin and cardboard. Piri piri, one of our signature sauces here at Shakers. We're going to start off with this in our pan. I'm going to get a little bit of leek because I want to get some flavors to move around a little bit. So I like using different onions and parts of the onion family because I like to have a very, very complex flavor going on. And this is so simple to do. There's nothing that's difficult about just taking a little leek as well as a little bit of onion, yellow onion. Skin on. By the way, do not put your onions in a cooler with the skins on. You put them in after you take the skins off, but if you put them in the skins on, you're going to have a tendency to rot. So you've all seen me do this before. We get to this point, the halfway point, and you turn it around rather than try to just do this little mean mug kind of thing with just the small little portions. Because we're doing a Creole style, which really is French, we're going to keep these as longer sections. We don't have to take these down. If you want to dice them, you are certainly more than able to do that. At all points, keep in mind that the cooking that we do at Shakers really is based upon my experience to go around the world, see things in unusual places, and to cook for some really fun people. So that's the experience I have of being in the locations. Your experience might not be that, but what you can do is try to imitate that by cooking for yourself, the people that you care about, and take any dish and really make it your own. Banana chili pepper, real simple. This is a slightly more mature banana chili pepper. It has some nice festive colors going on here. And of course you eat with your eyes anyway, so the more color that we can have as you approach the dish, the better it's going to taste. So obviously another banana, and this is somewhere between the greens and the reds. It's maturing, or would have been if we allowed it to continue. This is a semi-sharp. You can use any combination of chili peppers you like. If you just want to use green bell peppers, you can use green bell peppers. But because I'm styling this after something in the South, the deep South, we are going to have just a little bit of this intense flavor taking place from some light to medium bodied chilies. Serrano chili pepper. I love serranos. In my mind, yes, it's a little hotter than a jalapeno would be, but it's not going to hurt anybody, and it is not going to make this into one of those scorching dishes, but this is as hot as we go. We are not going to put any Scotch bonnets, and I've got some just gorgeous Scotch bonnets. We have bird-eyed chilies as well. We got some other Thai chilies. We're not going to use any of these. Look how beautiful that is. So going from green into purple, it's just gorgeous. Anyway, that doesn't have to go in here. Just the little bit of onion, the chilies to really drive the flavors home, and now we're taking some tomatoes. If you find yourself in a situation where you don't have fresh tomatoes and you have a higher quality processed product, by all means, use that. And we're going to do just a coarse little chop here. We're not overly concerned about making this into small little pieces because we're not going for a brunoise on this. We're just going to go for a mouthful. So this will work very nicely with the other tomato along with the rice, and it'll just add to a really nice forkful. All right, so this is going to cook down for a while, and we'll come back to you in about 5 minutes or so, and at that time we're going to marry in the rice, and we're going to work this dish up. See you in a moment. Thank you. So we're about 5 minutes into this, folks, and thanks for sticking around with us. Now, one of the things that I typically do when I'm making any type of Caribbean rice is I'm taking some mango, and we normally do our own mango in-house, or fresh mango, but I want you to see how simple this whole dish can be. So we've cut down the produce, very easy. We've taken a pre-manufactured mango product. There's a ton of them out there, and they're all just as good as the next. Gonna get this little slurry going first, move it around, get all the flavors, touch everything, and then we're gonna take some rice. So we went ahead and we pre-cooked some rice just to expedite the process. You can do this all at the same time if you want. You can literally cook the rice in this pan. But again, if you have rice left over from your Chinese dinner the night before, or you had the foresight to make a couple of cups, and here you are, you can just blend this all together. You really lose nothing by doing it this way as opposed to making the rice inside of the slurry dish. So that's going to be really nice, and we have chili peppers, but we also have the mango. The mango, high degree of fructose, is going to act as a buffer against some of the heat, the very small amount of heat that we've got from the serrano chili peppers. Over here, the dish that will accompany the rice is a Bayou style shrimp, and using head-on shrimp. Using piri piri again, the house oil, mix that with a little extra virgin olive oil. Gonna get some garlic in here, because you really want to push the flavors, right? So we're not making things overly spicy, but we are making them traditionally spiced for the South. And you would find this dish or something very similar to this in any of those French countries like Martinique, for example, in the Caribbean, and all over anything in Louisiana. So New Orleans, of course, is really predicated more than anything. It's not just one thing, but more than anything, it's predicated upon French cuisine. So we got these things, and these are nice, and these are fresh. And we're just going to take, several of these. We'll take 6 of them. It doesn't matter which 6, frankly. Now we're being assisted here by Orlando, who's gracious enough to go downstairs and to get me some of our red onions from our larder. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I just want to get a little more color in here. See, some of the reds had muted a little bit as they've cooked. So I just want to get a little bit more of this in there. And this dish does not require everything to be cooked down, which is just, I think, one of the beautiful things about it. So we're just going to have these great little flavors that are going to be in here, all based on these great little colors that are in here. Now you see that, speaking of color, we're getting little orangey tones coming up here right now. Unfortunately, you're not here to smell this because this does smell extraordinary. Now, we have our basic Cajun blend that we do. We make this in-house. And if you like, I'll put the recipe together for you and publish this as well. There's no secrets on this. The same thing that we use down south as a blackening ingredient. It's primarily going to be paprika. There is some garlic salt in here. There's some onion salt. There's black pepper. There's cayenne. And there's a little bit of kosher salt in there. And maybe 1 or 2 other things, but I will list those. But that really, the flavors are exquisite. The smells are fantastic. This, to me, is the essence of Southern cooking and Caribbean cooking. So, take it for faith. This is what you'll get. Putting another pan on top. I want to have a little steaming effect. I want these to cook consistently because we have a whole shell on with the carapace, with the head. It's going to take just a little bit longer to cook, and I don't want to overcook the tail section either. So that's what I got going on with this. Come back to this. A couple of good stirs. I mean, this to me looks incredibly flavorful, and I can't wait to get into it. Turn our temperature down. That's just going to simmer away. That's that easy. This dish is almost done as well. So I need a good little turn thing going on here. Excuse me. Doesn't matter what type of shrimp you use. We use Gulf shrimp here for 95% of what we do. I'm not a fan of Pacific Rim things. Every once in a while you find yourself with some very unusual South American shrimp, as these are, and I hope you enjoy the opportunity to get yourself involved, to taste different things, to expand your universe, because it is a big world. Expand the universe, big world. Okay. Again, smells delightful. Anytime that we add anything with sugar, we have to have a little bit of salt to counterbalance that. So again, this is just kind of work itself down and sit there. These are almost done. Look at the beautiful tails on there. You can say much about a culture and how they approach the tail that they eat. Almost there. The no spill method to plating is if you take a small plate and put that underneath, you usually come over, then your dripping is going to be on your plate, not on your main plate. Orlando, would you get a lime for me, please? Lime, and of course, if you roll these guys, you get more juice out of them. One in while they're here, so half a lime there. Move these juices around a little bit. All right, presentation time. This is the dish that you can expect when you come for the next Shakers theme dinner on Friday, the 13th of November in the year 2020. What a year it's been. We hope you enjoy. We hope to see you at the dinner. In the meantime, please try to make this at home and have a great time. There's no wrong way to do it. Enjoy. Cheers.